Hello YouTube, this is PSP Slim Hacks, and today I'm going to show you how to make a time lapse on your GoPro Hero camera. Currently this is the GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition. A time lapse is it's when the camera takes a picture every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds, or whatever amount of time that you have the camera programmed, and it takes a picture on what is surrounding, on what it's looking at. And we're going to be using the GoPro software that you could download from GoPro.com. And the GoPro software compiles all the images that the camera took and creates a time lapse, which is like a video, but it has no sound. But I'm gonna show you how to configure your camera on making a time lapse, how to do it on the GoPro software, and how to render it. Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to turn on your camera by holding this button right here, right in the middle. And by default it's going to take you either to the camera to taking pictures or to the video, which is for recording. And the time-lapse option for the GoPro is the camera with the clock, as you can see right away, or I'm going to have an image to the side right here. And we're going to configure the settings right now. So you go to the settings by looking for an image with a wrench, which is technically the settings, and you just want to press the shutter button. And you're going to navigate through the settings that you have. Right here, this is going to give you the variety of options. So here is going to be the time-lapse settings. So in this settings, it's gonna show you the available amount of times that the GoPro is going to be able to take a picture of. So the GoPro could take a picture every 0.5 seconds, every 1 second, every 2 seconds, every 5, every 10, 30, and 60. So I usually put it at 5 seconds. That way I'll get the best time lapse. Cause if you're gonna make a time lapse of a sunset, and if you choose like 60 seconds, it's not gonna be really that good, cause it's gonna take a picture every 60 seconds, which is not gonna capture all of the sunset motions. So I like to put at 5 seconds. That way I'll get the best out of the sunset. You could navigate through all the other settings, but the other settings like 10 megapixels wide, like this is gonna show you the quality. I usually like to keep it at 10 because it produces the best quality once you render it. So I'm just gonna get out of here by finding the exit, and I'm just gonna choose time lapse, which is already set at time lapse. So it's gonna take a picture every 5 seconds at 10 megapixels per second. And yeah, if you're wondering why I have 99999, it's because I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD in here, because I like recording a lot of time lapse. So yeah, so the next step you're gonna do is you just want to put the camera in the place that you want to make a time lapse of. Like currently I want to make a time lapse of the clouds moving and the sunset, since it's already like 6 o'clock here. So I'm just gonna make a time lapse. So yeah, I'm just gonna open the window, put my camera up here, aim it a little bit to the sky, but also showing the surroundings right here, and I'm just gonna press the shutter button right here. And yeah, so I'll be back like in 1 or 2 hours and see the time lapse, and I'm gonna show you guys how to merge all the images together and see your time lapse. Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Alright guys, now that we're in the computer, I have my GoPro connected. So my GoPro's drive is drive F, and to make your whole life a lot faster and easier, just create a new folder in the desktop and name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And you want to drag the photos from the camera and paste them into the folder. So I'm just gonna highlight all of them, and I'm just gonna paste them into the folder I just created. And you're asking probably, why am I doing this? The reason why is because if you import the files directly from the GoPro when you're using the GoPro software, it's gonna take a long time, because it's reading it off the GoPro, and the GoPro speed, the transition between the GoPro and the computer is not really that great. So I suggest you to just like upload the pictures into a different folder inside the computer's hard drive. That will be a lot faster on rendering and all that stuff. So yeah, so I'm just gonna wait, and in the meantime, while I'm waiting, you want to go to the GoPro website, which is GoPro.com, and you want to go to products, and you want to go to software and app, and right here, this is where you're gonna be downloading the GoPro software. So I'm just gonna click on this one, GoPro Studio, and you just want to download it from there. And you just choose what operating system you have, whether you have a Windows or a Mac, and email. I suggest you to uncheck these in case if you don't want your email to get blown from GoPro saying oh buy their products, and you just want to download now. Now that the pictures have finished transferring into the computer, you could open your folder and you're gonna see all the pictures that the GoPro took. If you find a picture where, like, let's say a face popped up or a bird or whatever, you could go ahead and delete the picture, and you could still render all these pictures at once. So once you finish installing the GoPro software, you could just double click and run it. Once the GoPro software opens up, you're gonna import new files, and right here you just want to highlight them all. You want to highlight all those files, or you could just hit Control A to highlight them all at once. And once they're all highlighted, you want to click open. And right here, this is where you could get a little sneak peek view on how your time-lapse turn out. And once you put all the files right here, once you imported the files, you want to click add clip to conversions list, and you want to click on it, and you just want to convert all. And it's gonna be right here. It's gonna give you a little progress bar, and it says processing. So I'll be right back once it's finished processing. Once it's finished, you wanna proceed to step 2 by clicking proceed to step 2. And I'm just gonna exit out of this. And right here, you just wanna grab your video file and you wanna drag it right here. And this is where you'll be able to mess with the settings that the GoPro software offers you. You could increase the speed to make the time lapse a lot faster, or you can make it a lot longer. You could put a fade in, fade out. You could zoom in if you don't like. Let's say if I want to block this building right here, I could just zoom in and move from left to right. If I just want to get the sky, you could also change the saturation, which is gonna make the colors different, the sharpness to make it a little bit better or a little bit blurrier. It doesn't matter. You guys could mess with the settings. And once you're messing with the settings, I'm just gonna before I render my video, I'm just gonna set it to all defaults because I like the way it looks already. And once you've done that, once you finish with all your settings, you wanna hit step 3, which is export. And right here, this is where you get to choose how you want to render your video. If you want to save it for to an iPhone, you could hit mobile device and upload it to your Instagram or whatever. You could save it as HD, which is the basic HD, and then 720p, and this is 1080p. Usually I just go with HD 720p, but since I'm gonna show you an example for you guys, I'm just gonna put it to 1080p, and I'm gonna play the video file for you. And you just want to export, and right here, this is the directory where you want to save your video. So I'm just gonna save it on my desktop, and I'm just gonna name it test YouTube. Sorry, cause my caps lock was on, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna hit save, and I'm just gonna wait till it finish rendering. So I'll be right back. Now that it's finished rendering, you could save the changes or exit. I'm just gonna exit, and I'm just gonna open up the video file and show you guys. And that was it, guys. This is PSP Slim Hack showing you how to create a time lapse using your GoPro camera. And yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. Thank you so much for all the help and support, guys. I really appreciate it. Well, please subscribe, guys, for more software tutorials. This is PSP Slim Hacks. Bye.